Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Jeff Thompson. Today in the studio, we have, straight from the studio with Yoga with Aly, we have Aly Slaughter. Aly, how's it going?
Jeff, how are you? All things good here. Nice to hear from you.
It's going great here, and I'm so glad you could jump on to Blind Abilities to tell the listeners a little bit about your yoga classes.
Sure. So I teach virtual yoga classes primarily, which I love to do. They are online and accessible for anyone, anywhere. Anyone can join from anywhere all over the world, from their home or whatever space may be comfortable for them.
So people who are visually impaired or totally blind can take your classes?
Blind-sighted, whatever you may be. I myself am legally blind, visually impaired, low vision, whatever you may want to say. So when I started teaching yoga, I taught how I needed to be taught, which was with a lot of description. I use a lot of descriptive language so that anyone can take my classes, and even sighted people who may traditionally like to visually look at a teacher have told me how helpful it is that they don't need to turn their head or their neck to look at the screen, because the descriptive language does help a lot. In addition, I do teach a good number of blind and visually impaired people who also keep coming, so I think they enjoy my classes. I tell everyone they could turn the camera off. I cannot see them from my mat. Mm-hmm. And I've found that it makes a lot of people more comfortable, even knowing that other people aren't watching them, that they can do what they want. They can find a shape that feels better for them in their bodies. They're more willing to listen to and trust themselves in choosing what they can do or would like to do on that particular day.
When you're talking shape, you're talking like a downward dog. Is that one of them?
Yes, I use the terms yoga poses or shapes sort of interchangeably. Yoga goes well beyond physical movement.
And it's all audio described.
It is, yes.
You've been around the world learning yoga.
I received my initial training in India. Yes. I travel quite a lot, although my official yoga training was in India. I've taught from other places because, again, the virtual teaching allows me to travel and teach from anywhere, both domestically as well as internationally, which is another reason that I do selfishly enjoy doing that.
Some listeners may remember you taught at the convention one year.
I did. I taught at the 2022 convention in New Orleans, and I've taught 4 different state chapters and regional chapters, many of which have been on the phone. I've not had to even connect via video or anything because of that descriptive language. So I'll be on the phone and talking through, both talking about yoga as well as offering shorter classes.
It's all about the audio.
It is.
Well, that's great. Where can people find out more about Yoga with Aly?
So I have a website. It's very easy. It's my name, and that's all. AlySlaughter.com. ALY. S as in Sam. LAU. G as in George. H as in Henry. T as in Thompson. ER. AlySlaughter.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram is Aly Slaughter Yoga. Facebook is Yoga with Aly. Or email, alyslaughteryoga@gmail.com.
And that's great that people can contact you, find out more about the classes. And typically the classes right now are on Wednesdays, I believe.
Correct. Right now, I am holding Wednesday classes at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. I also offer recordings of classes for people who that time may not align with their schedule.
And the classes last how long?
45 minutes.
Perfect.
I found that to be a pretty good time for most people. I also offer, if there's enough need or request, shorter classes, 30 minutes, and or one-on-one classes.
Well, that's great. So there's something for everyone.
I hope so. I'm trying.
Yeah, great. Well, Aly, thanks for jumping on here and letting people know. I'll put some links out there for people to check out Yoga with Aly. And remember, that's AlySlaughter.
Yeah.
.com.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Jeff. It was great talking to you again.
Love having you, Aly. Take care.
You too.
When we share
what we see through
each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap
between the limited expectations and the reality
of blind ability.